Alright, so another update means a new round of bug fixes and balance changes. One balance change I want to kind of show off today is to the middle path wizard. Basically, what Ninja Kiwi did to it is they gave Summon Phoenix and WLP an extra projectile. This is a pretty nuts change in kind of itself. I don't really think, Summon Phoenix or WLP really kind of needed this change, but I will still take it regardless. This does mean that, this tower does synergize a little bit better with kind of buffs, as buffing 2 projectiles versus 1 is, of course, always better. I'm gonna get Fireball. Hopefully we can beat that for this round. Let me get on strong. I'm gonna go on in the loop chimp, see if I can do a Julian pause with it. I'm pretty sure it's already been done, but it's less about being done and more so doing a showcase. Also, of course, brought Gentleman Geraldo. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think this is one of the best skins in the game, even though I did make a kind of hero skins tier list a little while back. Unfortunately, I probably should have waited until this update came out, because Geraldo, it definitely is S tier. It also seems that round 8's gonna be a bit of a challenge. Let me get Intense Magic. We can get that mid round. Or I could just kind of save money for kind of a sub. Let me get on strong. Back to first. I guess strong to snipe down the greens. It's kind of missing greens. I don't know if Intense Magic would fix this. Hopefully I can save money for a sub, or I could go for just kind of like a base start up here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll end up having to do. Although it is pretty close, it only leaked 1 blue. Alright, so I think I'm going to get a... I could get glue here, even though it is kind of expensive. I think glue would be worth going for, as I can turn this into Glue Storm later on, which I will end up getting. So I think I'll get glue. I think I'll get glue right here. I don't plan on going for Alchemist, as I don't think it'll be worth it. I think it'll take away too much damage. And then we leak 1 red. Nice, nice. Early game with Wizard is pretty rough. I could get Catted Magic, but that's kind of the bad cross path. You do want to go for bottom path for the extra pierce. Like, sure, I think the upgrade after this does make the bolt do magic bolt do 2 damage, but that 2 damage doesn't apply to the D-Breath main attack, so it's not really worth going for. I'm just gonna drop a Jar Monkey here because I don't feel like retrying this round again. I think it'll be fine. I doubt this guy's getting too much damage. He might be in range of ZOMG's late game. I think that's really about it, but other than that, I think it should be fine. Once we get Wall of Fire up, this should be kind of smooth sailing up until Wall of Fire. I don't think saving up for WLP is really going to be all that tough. Sure, it is like, what, like $60,000, something like that. Summon Phoenix is pretty decent, especially after these kind of extra projectile buffs, to where I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. Also, yellows this round. It's scary. Dark Monkey missed 1 red. Do I really have to drop more? Fine. Base Submarine. I could target, but I don't really want to. This is fine, because I can just submerge this later on. Alright, I can afford a Geraldo now, but I want to get this first so that way we're fine. Perfect. It's not really a good spot for the Wall of Fire, but oh well. And then I'll get Geraldo next, and I'll start working on submerging this. And then I can unsubmerge it for a purple round, so I did kind of have to get base sub kind of anyways. I probably should have started with it, but oh well. Hindsight is 2020. Alright, Geraldo will be... I think here is fine. It shouldn't really attack anything. If mobs do get to this point, we're probably dead anyways. Alright, let me get Monkey Sense though. I think I'll get, yeah, I think I'll get Camo on this guy before I save for, a Submergent Support. Then after that, I think D-Breath, once we get D-Breath, we can honestly solo for a pretty long time. Even though we won't have Alchemist, I don't think it'll be really needed. Please get this blue here, thank you. This round, are we good? Whenever Wall of Fire is kind of on cooldown, we kind of suck. Maybe I need to get Twin Guns. I think that'll help out a little bit. Just for consistency's sake. Alright, so we're in support now. I think I will leave it submerged. This round shouldn't be too bad. Just kind of hoping that Wall of Fire is not down at like a really bad and opportune time. So I do like how they did change the kind of items too. Even if like it was just this skin, I would have been completely fine with it, but the fact that they changed the items was also pretty nice. And this kind of reminds me of like honey for whatever reason. I don't think it's honey, but that's what it kind of looks like to me. It seems like I have to unsubmerge this guy like every round. Wall of Fire is just really weak early game. Hopefully I don't need to buy Airburst because I need to save like 3,500, which is quite a bit. But I think it should be fine. Hopefully we don't cause a regrow farm there. Okay. Although, how about we go for just another round of glue? It's only $100, which I don't mind spending. Let's keep this guy just unsubmerged at all times. And then I think that's GG. Perfect. Alright, there are purples this round, so I'm gonna get this guy on strong. It seems we have let a couple purples leak. Blue has ran out. We're going to die. Let's see here. I'll get nails here. Get you on strong immediately. Nothing else I want to spend my money on. I just kind of want to save as much as I can. Glue will be gone for purples, but I feel like I may not need glue. Deep breaths right now, and then that's basically early game done. I can go for kind of whatever I want now. Gonna go for villages next. I think double discount is going to be pretty decent. Not sure what all the stuff I want to kind of get, but I think I'll kind of figure that out as I go. Although I'm not really sure I want to put stuff though. Because I mean, most stuff would be outside of the range of the wizard anyway, so maybe double discount's not worth going for. Because I'd really want to be discounting glue. And this is really the only glue I'm going to go for, so yeah, I guess we'll go for it then. Alright, you got juggling drums, and hopefully just this can save up for Summon Phoenix. After I get Summon Phoenix, I think I'll go for Glue Storm, and then I'll save up for WLP. Alright, let's see how Deep Breath does. It should be decent against the mob, even after getting kind of nerfed. Glue? That was a little bit scary. A little bit closer to comfort. What level is Geraldo? He should be level 8 soon, which gives us a hot sauce. So we're gonna have like a kind of pseudo 2 extra projectiles on just the deep breath, because the hot sauce is basically kind of like a mini deep breath. Alright, hot sauce been acquired. I think I'll just kind of put it down and refresh it whenever I can. Alright, Sun Phoenix now. It's 54,000. Yeah, that's not bad. So I'll go for Glue Storm now. And then this should honestly be able to carry me until WLP. Hold on, let me unsubmerge this for purples. And then submerge now. Pretty much all purple runs are going to be a massive problem. As you can kind of see here, or just kind of barely see, Wizard is shooting 2 projectiles, although the spread is not very much. You know, I've always kind of wondered how Ninja Kiwi decides which towers should get buffed, and what they want to do to buff said towers. Also, for this round, since there's killing purples, I'm going to do some submerge, unsubmerge targeting. So I can dekill the purples so the sub can hit them. Okay. Perfect. 1 purple got through. Okay, we got it just fine. And I'm kind of surprised that they did decide to buff Summon Phoenix, because Summon Phoenix was already pretty good mid-game already. It wasn't really a tower that I think needed to get buffed, in my opinion. Just because it was already good. It was already considered good. I'm pretty sure like Summon Phoenix is used as like mid-game for a lot of like Black Border extra map strategies. I think in particular like Dark Castle is one that utilizes Summon Phoenix. Also, this might just be me, but I mean, this Geraldo skin, Gentleman Geraldo, kind of reminds me of like Tony Stark's dad. I don't remember what his name was. I do remember he was in, I think, what, the first Captain America movie? He kind of reminds me of Tony Stark's dad. I don't really know why, though. Alright, Glue Storm now. Pretty early, we're getting stuff around 57, way before 63. And so this is going to be my defense up until WLP. I'm pretty sure I can do this, especially with kind of Geraldo here. As Summon Phoenix is pretty good mid-game combined with Glue Storm, we should be pretty fine into the 80s. It's really just going to be kind of Super Storm, because I think might be a little bit of a problem. Seems as UMG might be a little bit of an issue, but we do have Summon Phoenix to kind of help out. I guess I will use the kind of Glue Storm ability, because why not? I don't think 62 is going to be a hard round, and it'll come up back in time for round 63 anyways. Actually, I completely forgot those purples this round. Hold on. Do I need to get Air Burst to knock down purples? I will put this on strong, but that doesn't really help out too much. Let me glue. So we can slow everything down. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue. Glue Storm's down, but it's gonna come up pretty soon. I'll use it again. Okay. I think I do need to get Air Burst so that way it just has a little bit more pierce. We were holding off for kind of a while. Not a bad attempt. So let me unsubmerge you immediately. And I can't put this guy on strong because it'll just target the kind of Moabs, not actually the purples. And so I think like the best option is first, honestly. I will just kind of glue, because why not? I'll get this guy on strong just so he can target down the kind of the mobs and whatnot. This is slightly better. It's kind of, purples are kind of overwhelming sub, but Glue Storm came back up, so we should hopefully be fine. One purple got through, we got it. And then I think that's all of them. I think we're fine now. Alright. Crises averted. 63 should be no problem with kind of Glue Storm on the field. Getting +2 as well as slowing everything down is pretty nice. I think it'll be down for wave 3, but I do have Sun Phoenix for that round, so no worries. I'll just use it now. Perfect. I mean, if they kind of wanted to kind of buff Summon Phoenix, I would have say, instead of giving the main attack an extra projectile, I would have gained like the Summon Phoenix ability. I would have given that the extra projectiles. Also, let me use Glue Storm this round. Because again, kind of like I said earlier, this tower didn't really need to be buffed. It's kind of fine the way it was before. Not that I'm like complaining or anything. But I guess it does kind of contribute a little bit to kind of, you know, power creep. I guess buffing towers that don't really need to be buffed. You know, sometimes I would like to see more nerfs than I would like to see buffs. I mean, while it would like kind of, I guess, buff it, it would kind of like buff it only like a little bit, you know, because you only have like 20 seconds of the extra projectile being active, so it's kind of like, you know, strategic. Be a little bit more strategic of when you want to use it. Oh yeah, purples are still a thing. I completely forgot those come out in 76 or 78, I should say. It'll probably be around the same difficulty as kind of last time. I guess I'll use the Sun Phoenix ability because why not? 79 shouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, the purples this round are actually easier than they were kind of on 62. Anyways, let me submerge this. Probably gotten more pumps than I really intended it for, like 6.68. It shouldn't be too bad, as WLP should have enough damage in the tank to be able to kind of take out ZOMG on its own. And be surprised if it doesn't. 79 is going to be a bit of an issue. A lot of BFBs this round. Thankfully, I can kind of cycle between using Sun Phoenix and kind of Glue Storm. I think I might need to use Sun Phoenix at the end here. I kind of want to save... Actually, no, I want to save Sun Phoenix for the ZOMG on 80. So I'll just use Glue Storm to hopefully finish it off. I think I need to glue the cerams here. Okay, I actually need to use this. It should be fine because it'll be up for the ZOMG. That didn't really do much damage, but oh well. I think Jar Pickles can help out here. And then I'll combine both Glue Storm and Sun Phoenix like right now. And that should be able to melt this. I already have a glue on the field, I don't really want another one. Glue Storm's back up, I'll use it again. Ow, almost. You know, I think Jar Pickles, let me get that. Don't really want to use a Creepy Idol, but I think I might have to. Also, I do like that the Creepy Idol is kind of like a Plague Doctor. Hopefully, Plague Doctor can cure the pestilence. I think I will put one down. It's not like it's gonna take away like damage. It'll just kind of help out. And this should be GG first try. Yes. Like I said, Super Ram shouldn't be. They are going to be a bit of a problem, but I think this should maybe be a little bit easier since we won't be using up as much Pierce. 81's a little bit of a struggle. Thankfully, Creepy Idol is kind of coming in clutch here. We're only like 4k off of Wizard. Let me use this. Let me use this. Also, the cooldown for Sun Phoenix seems really short. Like, I think this is like 50% uptime on the ability, which I think is quite nuts. But anyways, Perma Phoenix coming in like 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And as you can see, WLP does shoot out 3 projectiles, so that's pretty cool. It definitely does kind of make a kind of, I wouldn't say mini Sun Avatar because this is way more expensive than Sun Avatar. And I think it probably does more damage than Sun Avatar as well. Or at least kind of unbuffed anyways. I'm pretty sure like max buff Sun Avatar would probably maybe out DPS this. You know, I remember the days when like this upgrade was like really bad. Like before some like WLP had like the kind of the Perma Phoenix. There was a time where this guy didn't have the kind of Perma Phoenix it spawns in now. It really just kind of have its like main Lava Phoenix ability. And I think it was like more expensive back then too. I think it was like 65,000. And I think I can chill with this up until the end. I'm gonna get mid because I know 95 is a lot of purples, and so I just wanna, I don't want to give any more pops to the sub, so I'll just kind of get this so I can pop purples. Again, for ZMG round, just going to use Law Phoenix. I'm going to combine this with Glue Storm, just to kind of melt. Using both abilities at once just absolutely melts ETs, no surprise there. Roll is only 18, I guess that's fine. There's not really much more items I actually want from him anyways. 94, okay, I'll use this ability. I think I could maybe use this as long as it doesn't pop everything too fast, because 95 does take a little bit to come in. And so I think this is fine. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, because by the time 95 starts, DT's rolling, we'll have WLP active, so it's nice. Alright, I'll use this. I'll use Glowstorm whenever it's up. And perfect. Easy, easy 95. I'll use this 97, shouldn't be too bad, and we should have the ability up for 97 anyways. I may not want to use WLP for 97, because I would like to have it up for kind of the beginning of 98. Being able to use it like twice per round would be nice. So if I use it kind of at the end of the round, and so that way it does do some damage to the ZMGs. I could always rejuve if I really need to. Also refresh this, so we do a little more damage. Jar Pickles might be good here, because it does give extra fortified damage. But I think I'll kind of hold off. And I'll drop a Plague Doctor if I need to. Which I think I might need to, because those are going to get far. So I'll drop it like here. Hopefully we're fine. Perfect. So I'll use this immediately so we can hopefully get 2 abilities off this round. I do kind of want to save WLP for 99. Or I could use Rejuve Potion, that's always an option. And then we're absolutely shredding. I think we kind of popped it, yeah, too fast. Let me use this so we can have the ability up for this round. Then this round shouldn't be too bad. I think I will use Rejuve to refresh this. It is getting decently far, but thankfully we got Plague Doctor in the back, so once it pops, we should be able to slow everything. Or DTs was run by through, that's also another option. And WLP is not as good against the bad as I thought it would be. Okay, so what I can do is be a bit creative and do something like this. Just to get a little bit extra damage, like an extra 4,000 damage, I think hopefully will be all we need. And then I do want to refresh this, but I want to use it only when the Zoom bad is like close to popping. So like now. Perfect. And we popped it a lot earlier, which is good. Use this, get those guys over here. And perfect. You know, I didn't even see, it did get to the lane. We cleared it by kind of a little bit. But yeah, Peralta only got 4k, only 6.6, got 0, and 23. We cleared it by a landslide. So yeah, that was that. A pretty interesting change overall. If I had to kind of buff this guy, I would honestly give the extra projectiles to kind of the phoenixes and not really kind of the main attack itself. I think the tower is kind of fine as it is, but regardless, still a pretty fun change. Can't complain.